Have you ever scrolled through social media or watched TV and thought, wow, owning a home must be the ultimate dream? Everywhere you look, people are flaunting their shiny new properties, talking about how real estate is the safest investment, and convincing you that renting is basically throwing money away. But here's the thing. They're only showing the glamorous side of the story. Behind every dream home Instagram post is a tangled web of hidden costs, inflated prices, and sly marketing tricks designed to make you believe that buying a house is the only path to wealth. Let's be honest, real estate has become more about hype than reality. People are chasing these can't-miss opportunities without fully understanding the risks. And that's exactly where the scams hide. From exaggerated property valuations to silent maintenance nightmares, the world of real estate is filled with surprises that could leave even the savviest buyers scratching their heads. And it's not just first-time buyers who are at risk. Seasoned investors often fall prey to the same illusions. Developers promise luxury, but sometimes all you get are half-finished apartments, hidden fees, and mortgages that make you question your life choices. It's like stepping into a glittering carnival where everything looks fun and exciting, but behind the curtains, the rides are broken, the prizes are fake, and the whole experience is designed to make you spend more than you planned. And yet society keeps feeding this narrative that property equals security, ignoring the stories of countless people stuck in debt or losing money on properties that never live up to the hype. In this video article, we're going to peel back the glossy layers of real estate, exposing the hidden scams, the overhyped trends, and the pitfalls that no one talks about. Buckle up, because once you see the real picture, you might never look at property the same way again. Have you ever scrolled through social media or watched TV and thought, wow, owning a home must be the ultimate dream? Everywhere you look, people are flaunting their shiny new properties, talking about how real estate is the safest investment, and convincing you that renting is basically throwing money away. But here's the thing. They're only showing the glamorous side of the story. Behind every dream home Instagram post is a tangled web of hidden costs, inflated prices, and sly marketing tricks designed to make you believe that buying a house is the only path to wealth. Let's be honest. Real estate has become more about hype than reality. People are chasing these can't-miss opportunities without fully understanding the risks. And that's exactly where the scams hide. From exaggerated property valuations to silent maintenance nightmares, the world of real estate is filled with surprises that could leave even the savviest buyers scratching their heads. And it's not just first-time buyers who are at risk. Seasoned investors often fall prey to the same illusions. Developers promise luxury, but sometimes all you get are half-finished apartments, hidden fees, and mortgages that make you question your life choices. It's like stepping into a glittering carnival where everything looks fun and exciting, but behind the curtains, the rides are broken, the prizes are fake, and the whole experience is designed to make you spend more than you planned. And yet society keeps feeding this narrative that property equals security, ignoring the stories of countless people stuck in debt or losing money on properties that never live up to the hype. In this video article, we're going to peel back the glossy layers of real estate, exposing the hidden scams, the overhyped trends, and the pitfalls that no one talks about. Buckle up, because once you see the real picture, you might never look at property the same way again. If you think the hype is just about fancy advertisements, think again. Real estate is full of marketing tricks designed to make you act before thinking. Ever noticed phrases like limited units available, pre-launch price, or exclusive offer for early buyers? These are psychological tools to create urgency, making people feel like they'll miss out if they hesitate. And that's just the beginning. Some developers inflate property valuations to make you feel like you're investing in a gold mine, only to have the market stabilize at much lower prices later. Sometimes the floor plans in brochures are dramatically different from reality, with actual apartments being smaller, poorly constructed, or lacking promised amenities. Then there's the classic flip and sell trap. Unscrupulous investors buy properties cheaply, hype them up with cosmetic renovations, and sell them at astronomical prices to unsuspecting buyers. Even online property listings aren't safe. Fake photos, doctored videos, and misleading descriptions are rampant, and if you're not careful, you could sign a contract for a place that barely exists the way it was advertised. Many people fall victim to these scams because they trust the brand name, the glossy brochures, or the expert advice from people who profit when you buy. This isn't fear-mongering, it's reality. In a market driven by hype and social proof, it's easy to lose perspective and make decisions that look good on paper but are disastrous in practice. If you've ever felt that twinge of excitement seeing a dream apartment, remember, excitement can cloud judgment, and that's exactly what scammers rely on. Even if you dodge the scams and get a legitimate property, the costs don't stop at the sticker price. Many buyers underestimate the hidden expenses that come with home ownership. Maintenance fees, property taxes, legal charges, registration fees, and unexpected repairs can quickly eat into your budget. Then there's the mortgage trap. Banks offer loans with attractive interest rates, but small differences in terms can add hundreds of thousands of extra rupees or dollars, depending on your country, over the life of the loan. Prepayment penalties, hidden service charges, and variable interest rates are often buried in the fine print, waiting to surprise you years down the line. Some people assume that property values always go up, so they stretch their finances to buy a hot property, only to discover that the market stagnates or worse, drops, leaving them trapped in debt. And don't forget about liquidity. Real estate isn't something you can quickly sell if you need cash. You could be stuck paying mortgage and maintenance for years, waiting for the market to recover. In essence, buying a home is not just a transaction. It's a long-term financial commitment with invisible strings attached. This is why so many people, despite investing wisely, find themselves financially overextended, stressed, and questioning whether the property was ever worth it. Let's put numbers and stories behind the hype. Meet Ravi, a first-time buyer who was convinced to purchase a luxury apartment by a slick developer. The brochures promised a gym, pool, and clubhouse, but when he moved in, the gym was half-built, the pool was permanently closed, and the clubhouse was still just a dusty hall. He spent years chasing approvals for repairs and paying hefty maintenance fees for what he didn't actually get. Or take the case of Priya, an investor who bought multiple units thinking they would appreciate quickly. After a market slowdown, her properties lost almost 30% of their projected value, leaving her with debts that were far higher than the actual worth of her investments. These are not isolated cases. They happen every day. The lesson is clear. Real estate, as glamorous as it seems, can become a financial nightmare if you don't fully understand what you're getting into. Behind every dream home story online, there's a person quietly struggling with debts, unfinished work, or market losses. Hype doesn't pay the bills. Clarity, research, and caution do. So what's the takeaway? First, research everything. Don't trust flashy advertisements or sales pitches alone. Check developer credibility, read reviews, and verify legal documents. Second, understand all costs up front, mortgages, maintenance, taxes, and hidden fees, and factor them into your budget. Third, don't buy out of FOMO. Urgency is a scammer's best friend. Take your time to analyze the property and market trends. Fourth, consider renting or co-investing if you're unsure. Flexibility is better than being stuck in a bad deal. Lastly, learn from real stories. Understanding the experiences of people like Ravi and Priya can save you from costly mistakes. Remember, real estate is not inherently bad, but when it's surrounded by hype and hidden traps, it can become a financial and emotional burden. By staying informed, cautious, and patient, you can enjoy the benefits of property ownership without falling into the scams that lurk behind the glittering facades. At the end of the day, the dream isn't the building itself. It's financial security, peace of mind, and a smart investment that actually works for you. One of the biggest reasons people fall into the real estate trap is the myths everyone seems to believe. Myth number one, property always appreciates. While it's true that some prime locations see steady growth, most properties don't magically double in value over a few years. Real estate markets are cyclical, influenced by interest rates, local policies, and demand. Myth number two, renting is throwing money away. Sure, paying rent doesn't build equity, but it also doesn't trap you in loans, maintenance headaches, or declining property values. Myth number three, buying early is always better. Some people rush into buying because they fear prices will go up tomorrow. But overpaying for a property at the wrong time is one of the fastest ways to lose money. And finally, myth for 4. Location is everything. While location is important, even prime areas can have hidden issues like low-quality construction, legal disputes, or pending government approvals. The takeaway? Real estate isn't a guaranteed path to wealth. Believing blindly in these myths is how hype turns into heartbreak, and how hidden scams thrive in plain sight. Before signing any property deal, there are red flags that every buyer needs to know. One major warning is unclear legal documentation. If land titles, permits, or occupancy certificates are vague, delayed, or incomplete, you could inherit legal battles that last for years. Another red flag is overly aggressive sales tactics. Pressure to buy immediately, one-time offers, or constant reminders that units are selling fast are all designed to cloud your judgment. Watch out for vague promises like future amenities coming soon or guaranteed appreciation. These are often just marketing language. There's no real guarantee. Poor construction quality is another common trap. If the developer avoids site visits, doesn't allow inspections, or offers only glossy brochures without real photos, be cautious. Finally, pay attention to financing terms. Loans with hidden charges, variable interest, or unrealistic down payment schemes can turn a manageable purchase into years of financial stress. Spotting these early is crucial for protecting yourself from scams and hype-driven mistakes. Let's get real. The stories of people burned by real estate hype are both shocking and educational. There's Arjun, who invested in a high-rise apartment with guaranteed rental income. 3 months after moving in, the occupancy rate of the building was so low that his income projections were completely off, leaving him paying the mortgage out of pocket. Then there's Sneha, who bought a villa in a supposedly emerging neighborhood at a premium price. 2 years later, local development stalled, roads remained unfinished, and her villa's value dropped by 20%. Even big investors aren't safe. A group of friends pooled money to buy multiple units, only to discover the builder had hidden liens and unpaid taxes on the property, forcing them into a long legal battle. These stories show one thing: hype sells, but reality bites. Behind every Instagram-worthy house is a potential minefield of mistakes, legal issues, and financial stress. Knowing these examples helps you approach property purchases with caution and skepticism. So how do you avoid the traps and still benefit from property ownership? First, research extensively. Check the developer's track record, verify legal documents, and read reviews from actual buyers. Second, understand your finances completely. Calculate all costs, loan interest, property tax, maintenance fees, and ensure you can comfortably manage them. Third, inspect the property yourself. Don't rely on photos or promises. Visit the site, check construction quality, and ask for independent assessments. Fourth, take your time. Don't succumb to FOMO. The right property at the right price is always worth waiting for. Fifth, diversify investments. Real estate is just one tool. Balance it with other investments like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds to reduce risk. And finally, trust your instincts. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. Being patient, cautious, and informed is the best way to enjoy the benefits of property ownership without falling prey to hype or scams. At the end of the day, real estate isn't inherently bad. It's the hype, pressure, and hidden traps that make it risky. Homes, hype, and hidden scams isn't just a catchy title. It's a reality check for anyone thinking of diving into the property market blindly. Remember that behind every glamorous photo and shiny brochure, there could be hidden costs, legal battles, or construction issues waiting to surprise you. The key takeaway: educate yourself, verify everything, and never rush into a purchase because everyone else seems to be doing it. By staying informed, cautious, and realistic, you can turn property ownership into a genuinely rewarding experience without becoming another story of someone burned by hype. So next time you scroll through Instagram or see a limited offer on a new apartment, pause, think, and ask yourself, is this really a dream home or just another hype-fueled trap? The difference between a smart investment and a costly mistake is awareness, and now you have the roadmap.